Like, why the fuck aren't you just using Raiden? Why the fuck aren't you just using fucking Fischl?
So, what was the thing again? So,
I'll scout ahead.
Dori, Eula,
Eula,
Shoot.
Dori, Zhongli, and either another Cryo or another Electro. It depends on who you want comfort for first. Typically speaking, it would be Eula. And seeing as Dori is a healer, you could argue that you could just get away with using like Shenhe, fucking Ganyu, or Rosaria, who provides crit and shred for physical if she's C6, which means that typically speaking, she'd be the best option.
Make sure to keep up.
Plus, like, yeah, that's a free to play friendly comp outside of Zhongli there.
So how would this work?
So
because we go Zhongli, then Zarya, then Dori, pop her thing, and then Eula goes off.
So it would probably be like Zhongli held E, Rosaria EQ, Dori EQ, and then start your Eula combo.
Which one? Okay, I guess it would be a good test.
I would assume, like, if you're gonna be using Eula ever,
Zhongli,
it will probably be. Wouldn't it be typically be? Well,
where they are. Dori.
Dori.
And Eula.
Keiyaku Dori.
This team. Okay. Let's see. Zhongli.
Solidify.
Zarya.
Dori E,
Q.
Q, and then Eula combo.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
Okay.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah, you're getting a little energy back. I'm sure with levels it will be a lot more. And I'm not sure if the energy regen scales off of anything.
Yeah, her ult gives more energy the higher the level of the ult is.
Yeah, so you would have to actually invest in ult at the very least to make this team work.
Yeah.
That plus you might want to consider trait.
And it also gives you more heals too.
Yeah, so with that team, you would have to make a choice. You have three options, technically. I would assume.
Yeah, I guess in that case,
Dori's pretty
Dori is
okay.
pretty much good for Eula's team because
Specifically,
like, against like boss enemies.
yes.
Because it seems like Dori shoots the thing a far distance away, so that way it can be behind the enemy, and then you can go do your thing with Eula.
But that's assuming that the enemy doesn't charge or push you in another direction and breaks the tether. That's the problem. So, you like, for example, imagine if you took her to 12-3. What the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck is Dori gonna do? She's useless.
Because we're gonna have our test subject here.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the better examples of what we're thinking of.
So, like, you have three options for Dori, I would assume. There's the Bell, which basically prioritizes healing over everything else, along with the shield potentially if you're willing to get smacked like once. Then there's the Favonius Greatsword, which basically forces you to get a fucking crit rate hat.
Solidify.
Unless you have godly rolls with fucking crit value, so every single one of your items has some sort of crit to add up to 30 or 40 crit. And then lastly, there's Sacrificial that lets her fire twice. This would probably
Sacrificial will probably be her better option.
Especially with fucking
if the spread shots actually count as extra chances for it to proc off.
Just like Diona,
especially C1, which also helps. It's an extra one fires off.
Exactly. And no one else is using sacrificial greatsword. Like, who the fuck else would use it? Chung Yun, and that's it.
And Chong Yun for like a double E nuke meme build.
Yeah, but like that's a meme build. This is practical.
Mm-hmm. I
So,
gotta remember
yeah.
I used to do a Sac Chong Yun build.
So the good thing about Dori is that because Claymore support Claymores are just so fucking underutilized in this godforsaken game, she has precedence over every other character, usually. Because, like, no one wants fucking Babonius on fucking Beta. That's fucking disrespectful.
You can't run.
And no one uses fucking...
Okay, so it does proc off.
Yeah. So, yeah, that, like, Sacrificial Greatsword and Bell are both her swords, period.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Okay.
that. What the fuck?
Good thing for Zhongli's shield. Let's go look through the list here.
Weapons. Equipment.
So
Filter
3
and-
stars. We got an EM sword. I think one
Cool.
I think one of them is defense and the other one is HP. I forgot which of these two is it.
Wouldn't it be better to just go in your backpack so you can see the stats and the passives?
That would be assuming I have both weapons.
You need to have the weapon in order to even look at it.
Okay, so this one's the HP one. When HP falls below 70%, increases charge attack damage by 30. If you want to make her fucking spin to win like this and just meme around with your little ghost.
Yeah, but the thing is that he doesn't do damage with HP, so that's useless.
Yep. So that's out the question. Alright, back to the archive. So 3 stars out the question. 4 stars. Pavonias.
It's a decent option,
Built with crit means less HP.
but that's not that big of a
use.
It lets her become more of a battery, but the thing is,
more of a team better than what she already is.
yes,
Bell, lol.
Bell lol, but the HP is fucking meaty, meaning she basically becomes a healer on par with Shinobu HP build.
And then Sack Greatsword, one of her better ones.
Because it lets you do 2 shots. And it gives her
Greatsword, Lamau,
Imagine.
Rain Slasher, Cope.
But it could be a meme weapon.
Nope. Prototype Archaic.
You're better off giving it to lol.
Blackcliff.
Lol.
No. Serpent, no.
Why?
Wizard, no. Lithic, no.
Well, Snow Tomb,
Inazuma Sword
sort of.
increases the elemental skill damage.
This is true, and it's attack. So if you want to make her DPS,
The
it's
substat
not a
for it
bad
is
weapon.
ER too.
It's not a bad weapon if you want to cope.
Sea Lords, whatever. And so it's
Yeah.
more for a burst.
Those 2 weapons are pretty okay.
And then there's the
Regalia
number
weapon,
one.
which honestly isn't a horrible option, but there are better options.
And we go to 5-star Claymores, Skyward.
Skyward Pride, if you're willing to put it on her, I guess.
Wolf's Gravestone.
You can put it on literally anyone, but again, why would you do it to yourself?
Forge,
Lol.
Fine Snow, Red Fire, no.
No. Thresher, absolutely fucking not. So, yeah, he's very limited on weapons.
Her best weapons are just 4 stars.
But granted, both of those 4 stars you definitely should have at this point.
Yeah.
Like, if you've never gotten spooked by the bell at this point, you're either extremely fucking lucky, or you're fucking lying.
And what's the 4-star rate of weapon beta right now?
Two weapons that
it's
she
a
can use.
Favonius.
Favonius.
What
And
was
yeah,
the
and last banner was the bell.
what's the sack great sword in the last banner?
I think it was the banner before or last.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
So let's try this out.
Solidify.
Okay. Gotta be the thing.
Judgment.
E thing. And go.
Shudder. Flood of frost. Eye for an eye.
Okay, it worked to an extent. Eula has no ER, and also a doof. So yeah, I guess instead of Rosaria, I'd have to fucking put in a fucking different, put an Electro on that team.
Yeah, 2 Electro, because like Dori's fucking ER problem is actually counterintuitive. Because she's a fucking battery that needs a fucking battery. What the fuck?
So, guess then in that case, I guess Beta would be the closest one. Fish is probably the safest pick. Yeah, it will probably be another option. Yeah, basically Yai or Fischl in place of either Rosario or Zhongli.
If Dori's actually built, you would have enough healing to actually just not ward a giant fucking shield.
I guess, yeah. So then we'll take off Zhongli and have Supra into Electro.
Yeah.
So then let's try that then.
Behold.
The thing is that
Princess
Dori's
Devoto.
not built, and she isn't leveled, so so you're going to get slapped.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna get energy going.
By royal. Yeah.
Wait, do you have Favonius on Rosario?
Wave breaker.
It's not bad.
More speed.
Ow.
Though honestly speaking, Favonius will probably be a lot better because, like, you know, more battery.
Okay, so.
Shudder.
Ow.
Beg for mercy.
Alright, let's get out. Okay. Alright. Final test.
Yeah. Lights out. Here's the good. Shudder. Vengeance will
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping there's underground dunes just so everybody gets pissed off about
I
it.
condemn you.
Okay.
Oz reveal. Beg for mercy.
It works. But I have to actually put more investment into Dori to see more realistic results.
Which basically just means, like, just fucking level her burst and nothing else, because nothing else matters, really.
And she will never see any levels until I'm escaping from that artifact domain too.
Cultural heritage.
Lol.
But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.